Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna and welcome to another day of Craftmas. So I thought I could start today's video. So we are going to be doing some crafty things, but I thought I could start today's Craftmas with just a little bit of like a vlog footage and show you guys what we are up to. Actually, when I am filming this, it's Saturday and we have some snow outside, which honestly was unexpected. Now we had some snowfall last night, not much, but definitely more than I was expecting. However, this kind of works perfectly, I think, because today Darek and we want to go to the main square here in Krakow because there is supposed to be like a Christmas market type of thing. So I would love to take you guys with us, show you what we have here. I haven't been to this market in like maybe 2 years, maybe pre-pandemic actually, so I'm really excited. We will see what's there, and I feel like the snowy surroundings will kind of lend itself to a perfectly cozy wintry vlog type of thing. So if you're not interested in the vlog bit, you can just skip a little bit. I will have a timestamp for the crafty part, but if you are interested, then yeah, let's go and see the Christmas market. Okay friends, so I hope you enjoyed this little trip. I know I did, although there were so many people there, because it's the weekend. I suppose there were a lot of tourists there, which, you know, good for them. I am happy we are able to, you know, travel and be tourists again, but we didn't end up staying for a long time because it was really hard to even walk in between all the different stalls and to see everything. So I think we might come back during the week. We definitely would like to maybe have something to eat and maybe get some stuff. So yeah, let's maybe do some collaging, shall we? So what I have here is my magazine GLUEBOOK journal, which is basically a magazine, and I think it's a Craftmas appropriate because this was actually last year's like Christmas gift type of a magazine, so there is a lot of like Christmassy imagery here, and what I am doing with it, I am just collaging, turning it into a glue book in which I just stick things down on pages. So we've already done a few of those, and my plan for this is basically that when I am done with all of the pages, I will really like how colorful this is. I will attempt to use this book as or use these collages as like collage masterboards, meaning that I will cut them up into tags and journaling cards and pockets. I don't know if this is going to work, you know. By the time I am done with this, I may be just reluctant to cut into it, but so far this is my plan. And so yeah, I thought, because I have a lot of scraps here on my desk, I've been filming a lot of Craftmas videos and things recently, and I haven't been I definitely am guilty of not cleaning up my room and my desk in between projects, in between videos. So there is a lot of things going on here, and so I thought this would be a good project to just use some of them up. So what I usually do is I take my glue stick first, and I'm going to glue two of these pages together, because it's a magazine. The pages are quite thin. So I like to use, I like to work on two at the same time. Well, two at the same time. I like to just have my pages thicker by gluing two of them together, and glue stick just works really well for that. So that's usually my first step, and I'm just going to be using some scraps. I have here some scraps of Maggie Holmes papers, which we used in 2 videos ago, making the envelopes. Okay, alrighty. So how are you guys? How is December so far for you? Okay, I think I'm going to grab my scraps. Can you see what's happening here? Oh no, maybe not this, but let's grab some of these. These are the vintage letters which I mentioned recently. These are a Patreon printable, so maybe I could use one of them. Which one? What kind of color scheme? I actually like this one. This is typewritten, of course, but there is like a slight pink tint to the paper. So maybe I will use that. And because I printed it on a thin paper, copy paper, the text from underneath, like from the page, is going to be visible a little bit, but I don't mind that, because I will either cover it up or it will just add to the interest, you know. So let me perhaps have a couple of bigger pieces like that. So yeah, we weren't there that long, but we ended up at Costa getting some coffee, and it was lovely as well, you know. And I'm thinking maybe we will get there again on maybe Tuesday or Thursday next week, or actually it's this week. This video I think is going up on Tuesday. I'm filming it a couple of days before, so this week we may go there again and just have something to eat, maybe drink a little bit of wine, like malt wine. Is it what it's called, you know, with some spices and stuff like that. So I'm excited. Like, this is kind of a problem that I have with Krakow, that there is so many people everywhere, and I am not I don't really like people. Well, that sounds bad, but I don't like crowds. I don't like a mass of people. It's very tiring for me, and it's very tiring for Tarek as well. He struggles with that as well. So like, we find it really hard to enjoy ourselves in a huge crowd when, you know, everyone is going in different direction. It's really loud, all of that. So so it's hard sometimes to find things to do or places to go where there isn't that many people in Krakow. Okay, and I'm actually going to leave a margin here, as I did with the previous pages, because I don't want to, you know, easily turn the page. But because we live here and we're not tourists, we have this opportunity to go whenever we want to those things. So we are definitely going to give it another try. Okay, I'm thinking I will get rid of this. By the way, the snow is already melted. As you could see on this little video, there wasn't much to begin with, but it's all gone now, which I thought it would be. It's not that cold yet. It's still above 0. So even if it rains, even if it snows, it melts away very quickly. Do you have like Christmas fairs, Christmas markets where you live, or kind of nearby where you live, or maybe have you visited any? My sister actually, she had a trip with some of her friends recently, this weekend actually. She took a trip to Germany, and I haven't talked to her yet since she came back, but I think it was like in Munich or Berlin maybe, but they went to a Christmas fair there, which I think is so exciting. I don't know, I love the atmosphere. I love all the fairy lights and Christmas trees and decorations and the food. It's very festive, and it's very like happy. So I really like the atmosphere. I just don't like how many people there were, but yeah, it can be magical. I think it would be even more magical if we actually did have a lot of snow. As you could see, it was a rather grey day. Yeah, a rather grey day, and yeah, I think that if it was more like a winter wonderland, it would be even better. But okay, so as always, I am just starting with the biggest pieces to cover up the blank space, or the portion that I want to cover up, as quickly as possible, and then I will think what next, and kind of go in with the smaller pieces. And this is a great just opportunity to use both big scraps, because this is what I start with, and also then the smaller scraps, everything that you have on hand, everything that is lying on your desk. It's really good to use up those things. Okay. What else do I have? I have a piece like this. Maybe I could just put it here, it's kind of random. It's like the bottom part of some flower, but I think it should work. It's a nice botanical picture and a nice vintagey color. So I really hope you guys are doing great. I haven't had a chance to get to your guys' comments in a while, so I am hoping that later this week, I will just have a nice cozy replying to comments session, which I really like. Let's see. I actually love how those doilies look. Maybe this. Maybe something like this, or this one could go up there and we will find something else for this spot, or maybe it could be left like this because we only see a little bit of text. Yeah. So we had a very relaxing weekend actually with this little trip, but also what else did we do? I was reading this incredible book. I am actually filming a reading vlog for my booktube channel, so I talk all about it there, which it's not up yet, but let me show you. The book is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. So have you guys read it? Has anyone read it? This is such a weird but amazing book. It's kind of like it's okay, I wouldn't call it maybe fantasy, but definitely speculative fiction. And it's really incredible. So it's like 240 pages, and I read it so quickly. Started it yesterday, finished it this morning. So yeah, just flew through it, could not put it down. It was amazing. We also started watching Wednesday on... Oh, I have some of these. We started watching Wednesday on Netflix. Which is the show about Wednesday Addams, which I don't really know, like the Addams movies or, you know, franchise. But you don't have to. It's just such a fun, like, dark comedy with elements of satire and parody. It parodies, like, it has a feel of like a parody of Harry Potter at some, like, with some aspects. It's really so enjoyable, just so funny. So we were watching this. I also was trying some new recipes this weekend, and there is this channel. So I'm vegetarian, but because I am also lactose intolerant, it basically boils down to the fact that I eat mostly plant-based, so mostly vegan. And there is this channel, what's it called? I think Rainbow Plant Life, maybe something like that. It's a huge channel, so I'm sure a lot of you guys know of her. But this lady, she creates like vegan recipes, and they all look so beautiful, and just, yeah, I really wanted to try something, so I tried her red lentil curry, and it was so delicious, so delicious. I'm so excited with how it turned out. It was so simple to make, so quick really, and the portion was big, and so we had it yesterday, and we are also going to have it today, which I honestly can't wait. I am going to heat it up when I'm done filming and editing this video, but yeah, it was so yummy. And also the day before I have a few cookbooks, like vegan vegetarian cookbooks, and so I tried not sure if how this is pronounced. Is it chana masala? Hana masala? I'm thinking chana masala. CHANA masala. With potatoes, and this was also so delicious. So I'm really digging Indian food. I love Indian food, but my problem with like Indian places where I eat, or if I go to any Indian places, oh, I like that here, is that the dishes are often spicy, and like I have zero tolerance for spice, and Darek has even less. So we really are not ones for spicy food. So this is a great alternative, just making it at home, and I literally just omitted any spicy ingredients, like the red lentil curry. You are supposed to use some serrano peppers and some chili powder, and I just omitted it, and it was still delicious. It was just not spicy. Well, it definitely was very much like flavorful and a little bit spicy from look at this one, from garlic and some of the other spices that are used in this recipe, but it was perfect for us who just can't handle spicy food. So that was great. That was great. Okay, I will use a small piece like this. Maybe somehow this way and this way. How about that? So do you guys like cooking? Because you know, I never, like, for the longest time I thought that I really disliked cooking, and I think there were a few, and like right now I really like it, but I can't do it every day, in a sense that I really love cooking a larger batch that we then have for like the 2 or 3 next days. Like if I have to cook every day something new, it stresses me out. It's just too much of planning and cleaning and organizing of everything. But yeah, if I can cook a larger batch every 2 or 3 days, then I really enjoy cooking. And I think there is a few sort of I don't know, reasons why I used to dislike cooking. First, I think when I didn't have a dishwasher, I know this is I feel very privileged to have a dishwasher right now, and this when we have our own place, it's going to be like my essential. I would not be able to exist. No, sorry, this sounds like a first world problem, but you know what I mean. It helps so much with the cleaning up. So that definitely helps with me. Just like I like cooking, I don't like cleaning afterwards. So this definitely helps. Okay, what next? Maybe this, a little bit of this. Or do I want maybe some other pieces? Let's see what else I have here. Maybe I could use a little bit of that. This is a wrapping paper that I have. Yeah, and the other thing I would say is that I'm just enjoying cooking for someone else than just me. So having Darek to cook for, and he also, we just have such similar tastes when it comes to food. So I know that for the most part, if I like it, he is going to like it as well, and vice versa. So that also really helps. I like to cook for someone else, not just myself. So I really would like to try out some new recipes from time to time, and there are so many. Do you guys know the channel? This is one of my favorite food related YouTube channels, and it's called Pick Up Limes, and it's like, do not watch when hungry. Do not watch when hungry. You've been warned, because you guys are going to get so hungry just watching her those beautiful shots. And Sadia, who is the host of this channel, watching her cook is just such a feast for eyes. But yeah, I really want to try some of their recipes. They are also vegan, and it's just a beautiful channel overall. So even if you are not vegan, or you don't need new recipes, I still recommend it, because she also makes some videos sometimes about like what types of food you should eat to have like healthy skin, or so that you are not you don't have a problem with bloating, stuff like that. So a lot of like tips. She is a licensed dietitian and a nutritionist, so her advice is solid, and it's just really beautiful. Like I said, so much work has to go into making their videos this beautiful, because very much aesthetically pleasing. One of my favorite non-crafty, non-book related YouTube channels. Do you guys have any recommendations for, like, are there any other let's say types of YouTube channels that you like to watch other than crafty journaling stuff. Like what else? What else do you guys like to watch, and do you have any channels to recommend? So I obviously love BookTube, and I watch so many BookTube channels, especially of people who talk about fantasy and science fiction, speculative stuff. I love watching that so much, and I also love some vegan food channels as well, obviously. So that's my two hobbies outside of my crafting. Maybe I could add it here, and then the smaller one somewhere here. Yeah, I like how brown it is and how it contrasts with maybe this, with the rest of the papers that we already have here. So these, I love adding doilies to my collages, but they are a pain to adhere, really. Not my favorite part at all, but it's worth it. And these doilies, they were white, and I just I added them in between my coffee papers when I was coffee staining some papers. So I just added some doilies to the mix, and also, if I remember correctly, I added some window envelopes, stuff like that, so that I can use them later for things like this. Okay, and this one. And then this one will go here. Alrighty, what else would I like to add? I'm thinking maybe some of those big vellum, oh, okay, I know, maybe some of those Taperology stickers. They have such fun designs. If you guys are interested in any of the Taperology things that I have, oh, maybe some laces as well, so I will pull this out. I will have links in the description box, and if you purchase anything using my links, you support my channel with a small commission at no additional cost to you. So thank you so much in advance. But basically what I'm looking for, there is this set of stickers, of flower stickers. Will I be able to find it? Oh yeah, and they have like really interesting designs, and I think they will look really nice here. So technically I know that I'm going to, like, I'm planning to cut these collages up for ephemera. So I don't want to put like focal points, but some decoration, which, for instance, if I put something like this and I cut anywhere, I think it would still just be interesting. So let me see what we have here. But I think I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did last time, which is, because as you can see, well, these are vellum stickers, and oh, maybe actually this looks super pretty. So I was going to say that I would stick them on some white paper first, cut around, and then stick them on here, but maybe not, because if I do it this way, they will just blend in really nicely. So how about I try to find ones that I like the look of on here. I really love the style of those. It's really something different. Maybe like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I really like it. They definitely just blend in really nicely if you stick them straight onto the collage. Oh, I love them. I love them. Okay. So I think that's it for the stickers. For these stickers at least. So let me put them all back. So far I am keeping everything from Paperology in this one box in which I got those items in. Firstly, because I just don't want to deal with organizing anything and finding spaces for those things, but also I just want to have all of that in one place for a while at least, so that I can, you know, remember that this particular thing I did get from Paperology. Okay, and now I was thinking, how about some of those small embellishments that we made together, those little washi tapes that we stamped together. I think they would look really pretty here. So I am choosing ones which do not have any writing on, because if I am going to cut up this collage page, I don't want to have half a word. I can put any words later if I do indeed turn those into cards or tags. Okay, and maybe a couple more here in like the middle area. Okay, and perhaps one last thing. I would also like to add some stamping, but just in a few places. In some of those places that seem a little bit more blank and that seem that maybe they would need something. Yeah, okay, I love it. And now I also think that maybe some gold splatters would look nicely here. I'm going to move away my tea so that I don't have gold splats in my tea. Okay, I need to do it like that. I highly recommend you guys get a random magazine. This one was free, or maybe an old book or something like that, and turn it into a glue book like this, where you just put things, you know, glue things on paper, because this is one of the most relaxing activities ever. I really love it. So let's see it up close. So you guys can see all of the layers. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am really enjoying filming for you guys, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And yeah, the Craftmas continues. I will see you guys again in just 2 days. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye.